my dears, and happy Saturday. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Emma, and I'm so happy you clicked on my What's for Dinner video number 103. I hope you love it. We'll give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. I make a What's for Dinner video every week. They are 4 easy, affordable, and delicious weeknight dinners that I made for my husband and I the previous week. I hope you love it. Now let's jump right on into this week's What's for Dinner video. For tonight's dinner in my slow cooker here, I have a boneless, skinless chicken breast, and I'm gonna add a teaspoon of chicken bouillon, like that. Now I'm gonna add a cup of water. Pop the lid on, and I'm gonna slow cook it on high for 4 hours. Chicken is done. Now time to shred it. Chicken is shredded. Now it's gonna go back into my slow cooker. I'm gonna add 14 ounces of mixed vegetable medley. There's corn, peas, potato, carrots, green beans. Just gonna add that in there. I did drain it. Give it a little stir. Now I'm gonna pop it back. And then I'm just gonna pop the lid on. It is keep them warm, and we're just gonna let the vegetables warm up. Once the vegetables are warmed through, I'm gonna add a tablespoon of mayonnaise and a teaspoon of sour cream and give it a good old stir. Now to assemble our tostadas, I'm gonna add some sour cream, some of our delicious chicken, next I'm gonna add some of this Tillamook sharp white cheddar cheese. On mine, I'm gonna have some of this Japanese style barbecue sauce, and my husband's gonna have some hot sauce. And then here it is, all served up. Delicious. For tonight's dinner, I have this nearly 2-pound lemon and garlic pork loin, and I'm just gonna throw it into my slow cooker with a tablespoon of chicken bouillon and a cup of water. And then I'm gonna pop the lid on, and we're gonna slow cook this on low for 10 hours. Our pork is done. Now I'm gonna take it out and shred it. I have shredded it. This is making 2 meals. So I'm gonna put half of it back into my slow cooker base, but I'm gonna drain this out first. Okay, I've drained it out. Now I'm gonna add some back, just like that. Now we're gonna add some drained black beans. This is a 15-ounce can, and I'm just gonna use half. That's good. All right, now I'm just gonna pop the lid back on and put my Ninja Foodi to warm, just so the beans can warm through. And I'm just gonna make my easy street corn as a side dish. Here's my leftover pork. It's gonna go in the fridge for dinner tomorrow. I'm just gonna heat up some tortillas. And I'm just gonna assemble our tacos. So I'm gonna do some sour cream. Next, some pork, some mozzarella cheese, some lettuce, a little thick and chunky salsa, and then our corn. And that's it. Super simple and delicious. Happy Taco Tuesday. Here's everything I'm going to be using for tonight's dinner. I am preheating my oven to 375, and I'm gonna cut open my baguettes that are left over from my Soup of the Week video. And then I'm gonna put them on my baking sheet, like that. Next, I'm gonna add some of our pork that's left over from last night, like that. Now I'm gonna dice up some of this onion and put that on. like that. Then these are gonna go in my 375-degree oven for 15 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm gonna bring a pot of salted water to a boil so we can make up some mac and cheese. After the baguettes were done, I just sprinkled a little cheddar cheese on top, popped it back in the oven for 5 minutes for the cheese to melt. For another side dish, I'm just going to warm up some beans, and then once everything's all served up, I'm going to add some of this Japanese barbecue sauce on top of the pork baguettes. And that's it, all served up. Delicious. Here's everything I'm going to be using for tonight's dinner. I'm going to start by bringing a pot of salted water to a boil so we can cook up some macaroni noodles. Of course, once our macaroni noodles had cooked up, I drained them and I'm just going to let them cool down for a minute. After they'd cooled down, I just added some diced ham in there, gave it a little stir, and we're just going to let that sit for a bit while we add some diced jalapeno peppers to a mixing bowl, along with some diced onion and some sharp cheddar cheese. We just cut it into like little blocks, little squares, and we're going to add that into our bowl. And then once the cheese is in our mixing bowl, we are going to add our ham and macaroni noodles. Then we're going to give that a good old stir, and we are going to add some mayonnaise. Once the mayonnaise is in there, we're going to give that a good old stir. And then next, we're just going to add some salt and some pepper. And give that a stir, and then I'm going to pop the lid on, and this is going to sit in my fridge until it is cooled down and we are ready for dinner. And then here it is all served up. I just served it up with a little cheesy bread on the side. Delicious. And that concludes this week's What's for Dinner video. I hope you guys loved it. We'll give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Come back on Wednesday for my Soup of the Week video number 69 and Friday for a puff pastry short. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your weekend and a wonderful week ahead. Bye.